Prior to this week's MLB Draft, it wasn't out of the realm of possibility for Stanford teammates Tristan Beck, Kris Bubic and Nico Hoerner to hear their names called in the first round. For bragging rights, it's plausible the trio made a bet about which one would go highest. "There was no wager, nothing like that," said Hoerner, with a laugh. "But it was great to have other guys going through the draft process at the same time and guys that I'm close with and spent a lot of time with. I think we're all pretty satisfied with how draft day went." Hoerner, a 6'1", 200-pound shortstop out of Head Royce in Oakland, came off the board first on Monday as the 24th overall pick by the Chicago Cubs. Bubic, a 6'3", 220-pound left-hander out of Archbishop Mitty, was next as the 40th overall pick by the Kansas City Royals. Beck, a 6'4", 190-pound right-hander out of Corona, had to wait until Tuesday when the Atlanta Braves selected him in the 4th round. "It was a really great couple of days for the program," Beck said. "Obviously, yesterday Bubic and Nico had a lot of their dreams come true. They both went to fantastic teams. I obviously would have liked to go on Monday, but I feel like I'm going to a team who really wants me in the organization and that it's a really good fit for me as a player, as a pitcher, so I really couldn't be more excited than to start my Major League dreams with the Atlanta Braves." Beck, 21, the Friday night starter as a freshman and junior after missing 630 days due to injury, finished 8-4 with a 2.98 ERA, striking out 73 over a team-high 90.2 innings. He woke up Tuesday morning and began to follow the live stream on MLB.com while taking care of some homework. "I was typing a paper that I had procrastinated on," said Beck, whose assignment for the politics of algorithms was due at noon. "I didn't have much done when I woke up this morning." His draft advisor mentioned the Braves as a potential landing spot, then Beck saw his name come up with the 112th overall pick. "It was just a great moment, something every kid dreams of," said Beck, who celebrated in the dorms alongside his girlfriend and younger brother Brendan, a freshman on the baseball team. Beck fully intends to join the Braves and leave Stanford to pursue his professional career. Ditto for his fellow juniors, but there's some business in the classroom to take care of first. "After finals this next week we'll worry about all the negotiations and all that and get my feet wet in pro ball," Bubic said. "My phone's been buzzing the last few days, but just trying to focus on school right now." On Monday afternoon, family, friends, teammates and coaches gathered in the lounge outside the locker room at Sunken Diamond to find out where a pair of Bay Area products would land in the MLB Draft. Bubic, undrafted out of Mitty, led Stanford with 101 strikeouts in 86 innings, finishing 8-1 with a 2.62 ERA. The 20-year-old got a call from his advisor a couple of picks prior to the Royals' turn in the competitive balance round. Then, the moment arrived. "It was kind of surreal at the moment," Bubic said. "I didn't really know how to react because it's obviously a pretty big deal and something I've worked towards for so long. Now that it's actually come to fruition, now that the moment has actually come, it's really an unreal feeling and it was just a pleasure to celebrate with my family and my friends." Hoerner heard from his advisor right before it became official. "Maybe about a minute or two," Hoerner said. "Once he told me, I let most people know and everyone kind of crowded in. We watched it together and it was a great experience." He added, "It's definitely life-changing. The opportunity to play baseball at the highest level is everything I've always wanted. It's a long way between now and where I want to be, but this is definitely an important step." The 21-year-old is the first Cardinal selected in the first round since Cal Quantrill went 8th overall to the San Diego Padres in 2016. He hit .345 with 17 doubles, 40 RBI, plus a team-high 45 runs and 15 steals. "Coming to Stanford is one of the best decisions I've ever made in my life," said Hoerner, a 3-year starter for the No. 5 Cardinal, 46-12, which saw its season end Sunday after losing a regional to Cal State Fullerton for a second time in a row. This year we came up short as far as our ultimate goal, going to Omaha and competing for a national championship, but we won a Pac-12 title in my freshman year. We didn't even make the playoffs, so definitely a lot of growth. Meanwhile, Sarah Sr. Cameron Barstead will forego his 3 years of Pac-12 baseball at Oregon after he was taken in the 6th round by the Miami Marlins. It's pretty crazy, Barstead said. I'm excited for this next step though. I'm ready for it. The 17-year-old is a 6'0", 185-pound catcher whose phone was bombarded with text messages. As soon as the pick happened, it didn't stop going off for a good 30 minutes to an hour. Barstead said. Even into today, I've still gotten messages trickling in from people. It's just been pretty awesome. Barstead was in the family room with his mother and father watching the live stream Tuesday morning. His advisor told him to stay near the phone all day, communicating back and forth. Then a text message told him to be ready. I look up at who's up next and I see Miami Marlins next, so I'm like, alright, this might be it, and then I see my name go up on the screen. Barstead said. And I just kind of like sat there. I didn't really know what to do. It didn't feel real. Barstead hit .422 and tied for a team high with 19 RBI. His season cut short after a fractured scaphoid bone right below his left thumb. I don't know how it happened, said Barstead, who got the cast off a week ago. It just kind of fell out of the sky, and thank God it was only a minor injury. I'll be right back on track here pretty soon. He won't have to wait long. Barstead plans to sign right away and is scheduled to fly out to Florida on Sunday. I don't think it will sink in until I'm in Miami, Barstead said. Other locals drafted. Name, Pos, HT, WT. Age, school, round, MLB James Outman, of 6'2", 195, 21, Sacramento State, Sarah, 7th Dodgers Bo Branton, 2B, 5'7", 175, 22, Stanford, 28th Mariners Jeremy Edens, of 6'2", 185, 20, UCLA, St. Francis, 33rd Diamondbacks Duke Kinnaman, 2B, 5'10", 190, 21, Stanford, 34th Mets Joe Gillette, 3B, 6'1", 190, 22, Menlo College, 36th Diamondbacks.